Hi, I'm Royston Noell, and I'm here chatting with Milky. So, I think I started singing like at such a young age, I can't even remember. But basically, I was back in my remote Indigenous community in far north Queensland, Mapoon, which is, has a population of 400 people, so it's so tiny. But I just, yeah, love to sing. And I remember my teachers and people being like, "You should be a singer, Royston." And I didn't know if I wanted to be a singer or not. But it wasn't until my teacher gave me the High School Musical DVD, and I remember taking it home. I think I was in year two, and yeah, I just took it home, and I was like, "Oh my goodness, like I want to do that." And I know from that point, like I just wanted to dedicate my life to like singing. Like singing is what I love to do, music. But yeah, that's kind of where it started. And then I think because I was so isolated in such a remote area, having no lack of music or performing arts, I drew a lot of my inspirations from movies. And I remember in my like preteen era stage of my life, I watched The Sapphires, and I remember like falling like in love with Jessica Malboy, and I was like, oh my goodness, like just seeing her and relating so much to her as like she's another Indigenous artist. And I just remember thinking, wow, like she's like me. If she can do it, why can't I do it? And she really, without even saying it, inspired me to think that I could do it because she did. And that's why I'm very passionate about that as well. And I always try to give back to the next generation and let them know that it doesn't matter where you come from. If you work really hard, your dreams can come true if you pursue them. I think, Idol was just like a major like boot camp in the world of media, performing, and, finding the cameras when you're performing and media training. Like, I feel like I just had all that training from Idol. But yeah, they've taught me so, like, being on that show has taught me so much stuff. And I'm just like so grateful, like, looking back on it now, even just looking back on, the last year or the few months that, I've done Idol and past that, like I'm just so proud of myself. I've like been just thrown into the industry, and I've just really like had to kind of learn and stuff, and it's been an awesome journey navigating that. So exciting, I mean, this is the dream, this is what I worked really hard for on Idol. And I think it always comes back to me thanking the audience for voting for me and getting me here, so thank you. Dreaming is about leaving your hometown, wherever you're from, to pursue your dreams. And I, yeah, really wanted to write a song about leaving home since last year, and I'm really glad I got the opportunity to do it. But yeah, so I kind of talk about my emotions going through that. Like I said before, I come from a very remote Indigenous community. Having to leave and navigate two different worlds as an adult with nobody there to help you is kind of scary. And also, my mum just recently got diagnosed with brain cancer that year, so it was really tough, and I didn't know what to do. I remember asking my mum, I was like, do you want me to stay back for a year, have a gap year and help out? But I remember her saying like, no, Roy, I just want you to go and pursue your dreams. And so it was really tough, and I kind of explore that through the lyrics in the song, and my emotions. And yeah, but it's also like the songs are, it's a fun kind of like dancey kind of song, because like I was going into this new journey, exploring myself. I recently came out of the closet at the end of year 12, so it was like a big transition in my life, and I'm really glad I get to write a song about it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I mean, the hook line is so iconic. Actually, the producer, Chris Chidiak, he's so amazing. He actually came up with the hook line, but don't want to wake up dreaming. So, like, it's just really cool because it just, like, it makes you think about, like I don't want to wake up and I'm still in the community dreaming of, oh my God, I could have done all these amazing things, but I stayed. So, yeah, I think that line just speaks for itself, and I really love it. It's so interesting because I only started releasing music last year. Actually, my anniversary for my single is coming up very shortly. But yeah, so I feel like I'm such a baby in in this industry, and I still like kind of don't fully know my sound because I love so many different sounds. I feel like Sony is really on board with that as well. Like, we can get some of these radio hits here, like bangers, like fun ones, and then we can do some ballady kind of stuff, like, because I feel like on Idol I did more like ballad kind of songs, but I wanted to explore like fun kind of vibes as well. And I have so much to do, like so much more I can explore in the future. I'm so excited to do that. I kind of like explained to Chris Chidiak, the producer, like kind of like what a kind of sound I wanted, and then I gave him like full freedom to like kind of come up with the chords and the musicality of the song, because I don't really play any instruments, which I actually bought a guitar and a keyboard, so I'm trying to learn. But yeah, I gave him full freedom to really explore that, and I dived into like the melodies of the song and the lyrics, and trying to get like cool catchy melodies that are going to be stuck in people's brains, so they want to play it over and over and stuff. But yeah, I wanted to set the first verse up as like more of a visual, so like you can visualize like those lyrics, like I'm moving with the wind, it's time to go, so like you can like visualize that, like, okay, like I gotta leave now and stuff, and I wanted to like kind of go more into the song, like as the pre got into, as we moved into the pre. So I don't know, because I'm not a fully, like, I don't really consider myself as a songwriter. I do now. Yeah, like growing up, I always loved singing. Like singing is what I enjoyed doing. Like singing was everything to me. Songwriting never really came into the picture until I started wanting to be, like focused on being an artist. And I knew I wanted to tell my own stories and, share my experiences. That's when I really started diving into songwriting. But yeah, so it's all new to me, songwriting as well. And I'm really proud of this song because like I think I did pretty well, like, with the songwriting, and obviously I had Chris's help as well. But yeah, I'm really excited, and yeah, I'm really proud of this song. So there's a lot more coming. I actually just came back from America last week. So I was working over there with amazingly talented producers and songwriters. And yeah, so there's like an EP hopefully coming out early next year, which is really exciting. And yeah, it's just been really awesome to, try and think about the themes of the EP. What do I want to say? What do I want to give to the world, And it's just really exciting. I'm really glad I get the opportunity to pull from my experiences to help other people in their journeys, which is, what dreaming's about as well, because essentially, like, I wrote it because I wanted to shed light on that journey and help other people realize that, oh wow, like it's actually obtainable to go and pursue your dreams, especially like from, my perspective of coming from a remote Indigenous community, like a lot of the kids sometimes don't see other people go out and pursue their dreams and stuff, and it feels so unattainable. They're like, I'm not a city kid, like how can I go and do that and stuff, So I really wanted to shed light on that journey and help them think like, wow, like if Royston can do it, surely I can. Two people that come to mind would have to be Jessica Malboy. Like I said before, she's really inspired me to think, wow, like if she can do it, I can do it, and that's kind of what I want to give back to the next generation as well, But also Beyonce, like I love her so much. Not just because she's the queen of the world, but like her work ethic is so inspiring. And, even from a young age when she was in Destiny's Child, like she was so dedicated, and just her work ethic was like just really awesome, and I think that's so inspiring. I would love to collaborate with those two, Jessica Malboy or Beyonce, but I would love to really like collab with like a DJ like Kygo or Joel Corey. Like those are amazing, producers. Yeah, that would be really fun because like dreaming has like that kind of DJ feel, like producer feel, like, and I would love to collaborate with one of those two. Yeah. I really like to try and, it just depends on what I'm singing. Like if it's a ballad or something like that, I really want to put myself in that, in the shoes of the songwriter, really try and invoke that emotion of what the song's about, because I feel like I'm more of a ballad singer, if anything. Like, I did 3 years of vocal training, and most of that was, ballads and stuff. So, I think I'm really good at like trying to evoke that emotion. But also, when I'm singing like a fun song, I just like to try and get the crowd up and moving and having fun with me. Yeah, it's just really fun, and I don't know what I'm thinking about. I'm just thinking about trying to get everybody up. I feel like, I don't know, but sometimes, like, I don't know, it's really hard because when you're zoned out while you're singing, you can really tell, like, people can tell when you're not really in the song and you're not really trying to evoke anything because your brain will be somewhere else. So I just try to be in it, and yeah, just like give the best performance, honestly. I would have to say Miley Cyrus. I don't know, seeing her journey, like, she's just like, she's just like blossomed, I feel like, and she really had to go through the hard yards to get where she is now, and she actually did like a TikTok series on TikTok, talking about her life and going down, all the major things that she's done, and yeah, it just made me respect her so much and love her so much. Yeah, so I'd have to choose Miley Cyrus. I mean, obviously, I loved all the High School Musical songs, but I think at my like when I was like year one, two, I always loved like 2000s R&B. Like, that was my thing. I love Neo, Mario, like all the big, like, 2010s like kind of ballads, like, Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown, No Air, and all of those big ballads. But yeah, I think like I really loved one song that comes to mind would have to be like Lean on Me. I remember watching Glee, and I just loved that song and the rendition they did, and I used to sing it all the time. The first concert I went to was when I was like 18, and it was Jessica Malboy's concert. Yeah, nice. It was back in 2017, at the Brisbane Exhibition Centre, and yeah, that was so fun. Say Dua Lipa or Lizzo. I'd be a Spice Girl. I feel like Brandy is like, I mean, they call her the I feel like in terms of R&B, like she's had a major influence on like how R&B is today. I mean, she's the queen of R&B, so I think she's had a major influence on that. And the way we do our runs, like, come on now, like I mean, I like to do a little cute little vocal trill or run and stuff, and I feel like it's very reminiscent of like her and how she done it, and I think her influence has passed on to the newer day R&B day, like, all the newer R&B girlies, like, Summer Walker and SZA and all of those amazing people, Kalani, and yeah. To be more confident in my songwriting, I feel like I have it there, but because I'm not like, very experienced, I'm not very confident, especially when I'm in those spaces of like songwriting and stuff. But I feel like my brain, like, I have it, like, I know I can do it. I mean, Dreaming is like a testament to that, because like, I mean, I wrote most of the song and stuff. So yeah, just be more confident with your songwriting, like, and I know that comes with time as well. So hopefully this time next year I'll be like, yeah, I'm definitely a songwriter. I think music means freedom, self-expression, um, yeah, self-expression probably is one of the main things I feel like it means to me. You can just like explore so much through music, and that's what I love. Like, you can relate to so many people, and even if you can't relate to those stories that are in the song, like, you can put yourself in their shoes, and really embody what that message is and stuff. And I've always said, like, I feel like music has saved me in a lot of ways. Like, um, when it comes to like, you know, when I was a teenager and all the peer pressure with, smoking and all of that, I just always like felt so like dedicated to the music. Like, I was like, I want to do music, and it kind of stopped me from doing all those bad things that, when we go through that experimental phase and as a teenager. So yeah, I feel like it saves me, and music just means self-expression as well. So yeah. there's one song that comes to mind, but it's a bit inappropriate. I don't know if I should say it, but I don't know, like, I would have to say WAP. Like, I just love that song. Like, I don't know. I mean, it's so explicit, but I don't know. I feel like it's just liberation for women. Like, I just love it. And when it first came out, like, it was such a bop. Like, I remember that time so clearly. Like, I just loved it. I used to watch it all the time and be like, yes, queen, yes. So I would be listening to WAP and just having fun. Like, if you're going to go out, you better go out having fun. So I'll be just dancing and doing my thing, waiting for the world to end. So, yeah. The moment I knew I wanted to be a musician, I think that was when I watched High School Musical. Because I remember, like, I was one of those kids that would just, like, not shut up and just, like, constantly sing the songs over and over. My siblings used to get so annoyed at me. But because back in the day, like, I didn't have any access to printers, so I would, like, literally sit there, turn the subtitles on, pause the TV, write down every sentence, and then play it. So High School Musical, definitely, I feel like when I watched that, I knew, like, I wanted to be a singer, musician, everything. So